Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I've got a great Spirits with Spirits for you tonight. I'm going to do the Black Dahlia. Now, nobody knows how she actually got that name. Her real name was Elizabeth Short, or they also called her Beth Short. I mean, look how beautiful this girl was. She was only 22 when she was murdered. I mean, absolutely stunning. Classic American beauty, like classic. There was a lot of rumors about her, about what she was doing in LA. Apparently, one of the official stories was she's an actress, but there was absolutely zero records of her having any actress jobs. She was officially a waitress, but the whispers were she was a sex worker. And on the night of January 14th and 15th, she was found in such a gruesome manner. I really don't want to go into it. If you want to know a little bit more how she was found, can you Google it yourself? It's Halloween night here. Well, it's the 28th. It's I'm home by myself. It's dark. It's almost 9 o'clock. I've got a glass of wine, and so if I hear any big noises, I'm going to shut it down. Anyways, let's keep going. So this beautiful, beautiful girl was found gruesomely murdered, like gruesomely murdered. Like they even mutilated her face, and the official cause of murder was blunt force trauma to the head. And I'm just hoping that she passed out before the perpetrator did anything. But it's one of the famous cold cases in the United States, and they think that she got the Black Dahlia name because at the time there was a very popular movie called The Blue Dahlia, and she had this beautiful head of black hair. She was originally from Boston, but she was in LA for whatever reasons. In 1943, she was charged with underage drinking, and they had to take her fingerprints. And because of that charge, that was the only way they identified the body, to know who to notify. So in some respects, that was a stroke of luck, getting charged. So one of the famous cold cases, the Black Dahlia, I'm going to see if we can suss out using the haunted house, if we can figure out who it was. A few people have come forward. It still is officially a cold case, believe it or not, since 1947. It's still officially a cold case. There's been many movies made about her. There's been many books written. And the most viable or reasonable book that you could say, apparently when a doctor in LA, when he passed away and his son was cleaning up some of his papers, he came across some really disturbing information. And so he did some other investigations, like he compared his father's handwriting. I guess the perpetrator was taunting the police at the time, sending them letters, threatening them that he's going to send some more body parts and whatnot, or pieces of the body. But here's the thing, his father was a doctor, and his doctor would have known how to mutilate a body the way it was found. And just found some really disturbing things, and actually thinks his dad was almost a serial killer of girls, who provided sexual favors for money. Let's put it that way. Part of the reason that, and it's quite sad, because of her sexual history, they called her a sexual deviant, and she really didn't get the attention that her case deserved. It was still back then, the attitude was, it was just another prostitute, right? And she's buried up in the Oakland area, and her mother was so distraught that she actually moved from Boston to Oakland to be closer to her daughter's grave. But yeah, if you want to Google the horrific way they found her body and how she was mutilated, go ahead. I really don't feel like bringing it up on this channel. And in fact, I need a drink for spirits with spirits. All right, Black Dahlia, what can you tell us? What can you tell us about who murdered you? What can you tell us about who murdered you? Can you give us some clues? Can you give us some clues who murdered you? Ooh, 10 of Wands. Ooh, oh my God. High Priestess. High Priestess. Hierophant. Queen of Swords. 7 of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. It was somebody she trusted with this Hierophant here. I think it was a pay to play, let's put it that way, because she needed the money. And she just thought, well, it's somebody I know. What's this Queen of Swords here? Yeah, Knight of Cups. Okay. Not at Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. She was shocked when she discovered his true deviant behavior. Right? Because the Page of Cups upright is surprising good news. When the Page of Cups is in reverse, it's surprising bad news. So I think she might have been shocked about some of the deviant behavior this person wanted. Page of Pentacles in reverse. It was somebody she knew, and they gave her kind of a let's just say they bait and switched. So I think like she defended the idea of it, the pay to play, that well, she needed the money, and I don't think she was all the time. And this was this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. It wasn't a real business plan for her. Plus this Page of Pentacles, it was almost, I'm almost getting the feeling somebody said, hey, because she was a waitress. So maybe it was a regular that came to her where she was a waitress, and hey, I know you could use a little bit of extra money. I've kind of got this kink kind of thing going on. Her body was found absolutely in the nude and completely washed. I kind of got this kink thing going on, and I'm almost getting a feeling like, well, it's just a one-off, and I do need the money. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Was it ritual? I didn't look. Like, was it a full moon? The world in reverse. Well, it did end her world, didn't it? Whoa. I'm drinking a beautiful Bordeaux. Obviously it can only be from Bordeaux if it's called Bordeaux. Bordeaux is one of my favorite places in the world, and a very special wine, a Medoc, MEDOC, if you can find it, is only grown in Bordeaux. It needs a certain angle of a Bordeaux is in a valley, so it's not really in a mountainous area. It's almost like a cutout. And it needs a certain angle, these grapes need, and certain humidity, which, because the humidity comes off the Atlantic Ocean and gets kind of trapped in this valley. So these grapes only grow in Bordeaux. And so the wine is actually very special. You can find bottles for like $20. It's not like it's crazy, $100 a bottle kind of stuff. But when I get it, it is very, 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 very special. So Medoc from Bordeaux. Cheers to you, Beth Short. The 5 of Swords. I think once she got into it, she realized what she was getting into. And she may have won the battle, but she lost the war, meaning that So she might have got the money that she got from it, but she's not going to have it. She's not going to be able to spend it on anything. Yeah, this was the attack. Yeah, and I think it was some kind of ritual. Um, that ended her life. What's he under? Ooh, 5 of Wands. She fought for her life. She fought for her life. She was 5'5", and about 100 pounds. So she was very, very tiny. Up against a man. What are you going to do? Here's the Queen of Wands in reverse. Her birthday was July 29th. So this was the Queen of Wands. This is her. 10 of Cups in reverse. The Devil. Here we're looking for the King of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Yes, you know what? It was a doctor. Absolutely, it was a doctor. Yeah, and it was too late. Once she discovered what this was really for, really about, it was too late. And look at this checkerboard on here. It was a game to him. The Devil here was a game to him. 10 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. Now, there was a lot of rumors she was pregnant. She was not pregnant. The autopsy showed actually she wouldn't have been able to get pregnant. Apparently, she had somewhat of a, I don't want to say deformed uterus, underdeveloped uterus. Let's put it that way. And that was in the autopsy. And, a lot of experts have said she wouldn't have been able to get pregnant. And that is confirmed here on the Empress in reverse. This was a single man. He was not married. And that would fit in with that fellow who said it was his father. He was a prominent surgeon in the LA area, which shows that. And the fellow didn't say what happened to his mother, if his father was just divorced or I think she planned this as a one-off. I honestly do. I don't think she was I think she had a burden of money, and it was kind of like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. Screw it, let's do it. Make a few extra bucks. And by the time she was deep into it, or maybe even she just got there, it was too late. It was too late. 6 of Swords upright. Oh, there he is. Look at that. King of Wands carrying her out. Wands and Swords can be my surgeons. Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. This is interesting. He knew her for a very long time. I just had a major deja vu. I've never done this reading. I've just had a major deja vu. He's known this. She knew this guy since for forever. And that's why she trusted him. She knew him. Now, she moved out to California as a young teenager. That's why she got charged with underage drinking in 1943. She was only 22 when she passed away in 47. This is somebody she knew as a child, meaning before she turned 16-ish. And here with the legacy, He's a prominent person in LA, meaning that his family has been in LA for a while. I have no doubt in my mind this was a doctor. I mean, go and look at and read about her in like the way she was mutilated. Uh, Average Joe Blow would not know how to do some of those things. But look at like, there she is dead, and look at beautiful black hair, beautiful young girl, and carrying her out to find her. She was found in a field. I think it's a prominent doctor in the LA area and somebody she knew for quite a while and somebody she trusted. Because the Six of Cups too is also the trust card. You can trust this information you're getting from somebody, or you can trust this information that's coming down to you. She might have even been a little bit in love with him. That's what I mean. Like, it's somebody she knew, somebody she trusted. She might have been a little bit in love with him. So this might not have been her first soiree, let's say, with him. Maybe they had a couple of tastes of each other, let's say. And that's how he felt that he could approach her and say, listen, I know you need the money. I've got lots. How about, we help each other out? Because there really isn't any proof that she was a prostitute. There really wasn't. But there was definitely an exchange of money for this. But I don't know, was that an exchange or did he say he was going to pay her? And of course, then he never had to. Yeah, I think it was a prominent doctor who has intergenerational there in the LA area. Somebody she definitely trusted. They've had more than one adult entertainment together. I think she was in love with him. She was also found with I don't know how to say this without getting a strike. Her bum. Oh, look at that. The clock is like, don't do it. Her bum was open larger than normal, but there was no sperm in there. So that's think about that what you want. So I wonder if that was one of the games that they played, and yeah. Go Google how she was found. Horrific, absolutely horrific. And like I said, a lot of it was only a doctor would know how to do that. So I think the cards have shown us that it is somebody she knew, somebody she was possibly in love with, somebody she's had they've come together more than once. And then the final one is he offered her money in exchange for extra favors. And once she got there, she realized she was in deeper than she wanted to be. And I think he actually planned it that way. Built up trust, built up trust, built up trust. Almost that would be a narcissist, wouldn't it? Making her fall in love with him and that's that. But yeah, it's a prominent family in LA, and that may have been another reason why they've never found out, because back then it was so easy to have a brown envelope and buy your way out of a lot of things, and a lot of prominent families did, and they still do to this day, but it wasn't as traceable back then. There wasn't electronic bank accounts, and everybody paid cash for everything. So just over time, you dissipate all that cash out, right? It was much easier to be corrupt many years ago than it is today. All right. Well, Beth Short, sorry your life was cut short. You're an absolute beautiful, beautiful girl. And I hope you're resting in peace. And one day, somehow, some way, the truth will come out. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have anybody else you want me to do a cold case on, just put it down in the comments there. I'll see if I can get to it. Thank you so much. Take good care. Cheers. Bye for now.